It's John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty, and a warm welcome to you all. Now let's see how both these teams will line up. We are off and running. Pedera has a hold of him. He's waiting here. Now a chance for a cross from the flank. Got the man there, that's a free kick. The keeper's got it. Boateng thumps it long. Manucho was fouled and he gets his free kick. Bale, Morata, Boateng gets the ball in a nice position, and a shot here. Real Madrid have scored, and there's the first goal of the game. It just couldn't have been placed any better. They've gone ahead so early in the game. Casemiro, Boateng, the break is on.
Jonathan Vieira really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Making good progress down the left, but frankly devoid of options. Manucho plays it wide towards the byline. He's found space. And the ball's out of play. Slickly done that. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. No way through there. Feeds a long ball into space. Driven in. He so nearly exploited that mistake. It's a decent hit. Ramendi, fouled there, no question about it. Once more a chance. Puts it away. They're 2 up already. Could we have a rout on our hands? I'm afraid that one's down to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So it's now 2 without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this game was very much in the balance, but at 2-0 they ought to be able to defend this lead from here.
Rafael Varane. A chance to counter-attack here. It's through. Possibility for a shot. Just over the bar.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
A long ball forward. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. Baena. Plays a long ball forward. Morata, who's just scored a fine goal. Going forward. Casemiro. An opportunity for Real Madrid. Baena. Ramendi. Oh, lovely feet.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pedera knocks it forward. Sergio Ramos is all over it. Boateng. Jonathan Vieira looking to carve open the defence. The goalkeeper's got a hold of it. An opportunity for Real Madrid. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Now Morata. Boateng is there to intercept. Well within his range. Can he now find a finish? Morata plays it long. Bale quickly closed down. forward push gains momentum. He goes alone. He tried going it alone, but without success. And he launches it forward. He ran into trouble, and the free kick's been given. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket. It's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate.
Well, you can justify a foul if it's a decent and honest attempt to get the ball, but that was totally unnecessary.
A volley, and he's given away a free kick. The referee shows him the yellow card. Didn't go for the ball, just took the player out. Might consider himself a tad lucky not to see red.
That was totally unnecessary. He needs to realise what he can and can't do before he makes decisions like that.
Boateng. Poor ball that's intercepted. Casemiro. Here's Morata. Play surges forward. Real Madrid have possession again. He's run into trouble. Boateng. Bale seemed eager to show that there's more to his game than scoring goals.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
The forward push gains momentum. Nacho Fernandez puts a stop to the attack. Now Morata. Play surges forward. Baena. Pumps it upfield. Ramendi. He moves in swiftly. Nacho Fernandez with the crucial intervention. Now Khedira. He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Bale has robbed him.
That's just great pace to get back in position from Morata.
Rafael Varane makes the interception. Tried to play it through. The chance was there, but the quality of the pass wasn't.
Well, he needed to be much more precise, but that was very short on quality into the middle.
Jonathan Vieira. Now maybe shooting opportunity. Never mind the distance, he's had a go. From distance, it lacked accuracy.
Well, at least they've given themselves some hope with a shot from distance, but the keeper will welcome those all day. That's not going to trouble him.
Baena. Boateng. Over the line for a throw-in. Morata. Here's Morata. Could it be a chance? There it is! They have a 3-goal advantage, and that should be enough. That is simply unsavable. We resume again, the score is 3-0. Throw in. You got the man there, that's a free kick. Neatly played. And he chooses the option of the back pass. Nacho Fernandez. Real Madrid have possession again. Well within his range, and that is off target.
Well, that was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
Ramendi. Now a chance for Morata.
Morata really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He did well to get it. What next? Shoots! Another goal! They really have taken them apart now. They have this game in their hands now. They didn't have any luck with the through ball there.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot, it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
Foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. Boateng, Ramendi. Here's Morata. Jonathan Vieira, exhibiting his defensive capabilities. We know all about him as an attacker, but there are two sides to his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Ramendi wins the battle and emerges with the ball.
It was good possession, but way too elaborate, completely overworked.
Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Nacho Fernandez takes advantage of a poor pass. He tried going it alone, but without success. Whacks it, and that's gone wide of the left-hand post.
He just didn't get any power behind that one, and it didn't even threaten at all.
Manucho. Jonathan Vieira. Out towards the byline. Here's a chance to get a cross in. He wants to get a cross in from here. Good opportunity for a cross here. It's a threatening through ball. He decides to shoot. And it's a really well taken goal. There's the benefit of pinpoint accuracy. We're underway again, and they show no signs at all of throwing in the towel. The break is on. Baena. He desperately needs some support. An opportunity for Real Madrid. He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Baena. Pedera. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Boateng. Morata. A chance to counter-attack here. An opportunity for Real Madrid. He shoots there. That's probably caused a few sighs.
That was poor, and he knows he can do an awful lot better.
A long ball forward. Slickly done that. Fabinho does all that's asked of him there. Goes for the volley. Manucho. Real Madrid have possession again. And that's gone straight to the keeper. Looking to play on the break. And there is the referee's whistle to end the first half. A 3-goal difference between the two sides here. So the second half gets underway. Baena. Manucho. The break is on.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Here's Morata. It's an opportunity. Good stop by the keeper.
I tell you, the fans won't be happy with a tame attempt like that.
Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Boateng has it back now. Bale. This goes for a throw-in. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. And a shot here.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
A long ball forward. Boateng. Jonathan Vieira. Boateng. Fouled there, no question about it. And that is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now, you just can't go around diving in for challenges like that.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
Hits the ball. Baena.
That's just great pace to get back in position from Morata.
Baena has it back now. Casemiro. Casemiro makes a run through the middle.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Here's Morata. Boateng has it back now. He's been dispossessed. Boateng. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Looking to receive the ball. Break could be on. Now Morata. A chance to counter-attack here. You have to admire that control. And a goal! They're clearly in no mood just to sit on their lead. He'll be taking the match ball home.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
Surely they're well and truly out of sight now.
That's really good instinct for the game, very good positionally and wonderful covering from Jonathan Vieira. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Morata has got hold of... Takes a shot! Back off the post it comes! A volley almost made it 6 for the day.
Well, that was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
Ramendi. Ball stolen. Ramendi. Now Morata. Bale. Now Morata. They surges forward. And the ball is given back to the keeper. Khedira. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. Looking for some support. I don't think that was ever on target.
He just didn't get any power behind that one and it didn't even threaten at all.
It's through. Sergio Ramos has a hold of him. Now Morata.
It's never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of himself.
The forward push gains momentum. Nacho Fernandez knocks it forward. And that's come to nothing. He did well to get it. What next? Morata. Now maybe shooting opportunity. Either Ramendi. No, that's not going anywhere. Baena. Bale. Now Morata. Fabio Coentrao pumps it upfield. Baena has it back now. Jonathan Vieira. Manucho. Bale. Jonathan Vieira.
Jonathan Vieira can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
Baena. No, that wasn't the best of passes. That's a throw. Khedira thumps it long. Boateng. Could it be a chance?
Jonathan Vieira really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Intercepted. Now Morata. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. Some debate here, but in the end a goal kick is awarded. He tried going it alone, but without success. Pumps it forward. Pumps it upfield. Real Madrid have possession again. Boateng. Jonathan Vieira. Real Madrid have got possession back. Now through to Morata. Manucho. Either Ramendi. He ran into trouble and the free kick's been given. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket. It's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate. He's put that one wide.
Well, he's a confident lad, but I'm sure a shot from that far out wasn't the best option.
Baena. Khedira plays it long. Boateng. Baena. Manucho. He goes looking for his teammate. Baena. Casemiro has it back now. Manucho. He's on his way. Oh, that's delightful. And it's taken with some style.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
They've pulled one back, but still have a mountain to climb. Looking to play on the break. A foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee.
Listen, some players just don't think about the consequences of launching themselves into trouble, and that was a classic example.
He could be booked here. Seems not. The referee's going to keep the cards in his pocket this time, but he may not be so lucky again. "75 minutes on the clock now."
That's just great pace to get back in position from Jonathan Vieira.
Vallecano. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Moving forwards. Possibility here for a cross. Real Madrid were very fortunate to get away with that there. Could be a chance now. That is great goalkeeping. Possibility here. Morata, and suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Ramendi. Baena, long ball forward. Rafael Varane is all over him. Lunges wildly. Baena. That's a threatening through ball. And here they come once more. He can have a go from here. And he's taken it on. Too high. Steals it. Bale with a stern challenge.
Well, I think the message now is thou shalt not enter the box. When you've got pace like that, he's going to get chopped down occasionally.
The referee just wants a word with him, I think. The keeper's trying to put him off. Will it work though? Will he keep this one out? Calm as you like. He puts them further ahead. Surely they're well and truly out of sight now. Thumps it long. Pedera. Not the most difficult of saves in the end.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Vital interception there. Manucho. Real Madrid They've got possession back. Could it be a chance? Oh, that's a neat escape. You'd really expect a player of his quality to score there.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
Fabio Coentrao is poised to deliver. The goalkeeper's dealt with it. Sergio Ramos. Here's Morata. And he collects the long pass. Jonathan Vieira. Sergio Ramos. Now Morata. A chance to counter-attack here. Morata was fouled and he gets his free kick. And that is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now. You just can't go around diving in for challenges like that. Sebastian Fernandez, full-time whistle within sight, gets the ball in a nice position. Now maybe shooting opportunity that never really looked on target. Rafael Varane knocks it forward. Baena, Bale. A rasping drive! Baena. Long pass forward. Rafael Varane takes advantage of a poor pass. Got the man there, that's a free kick.
That was totally unnecessary. He needs to realise what he can and can't do before he makes decisions like that.
Well, it would appear he's in considerable discomfort, and there's obvious concern on the faces of his teammates. Baena. And that's a foul. Sergio Ramos plays it long. Real Madrid have possession again. Ramendi. Bale. He's trying something special, just wasn't able to keep it down. Manucho, it's through to Jonathan Vieira. The forward push gains momentum, pumps it upfield.
Well, he just ran down a cul-de-sac then, no wonder he lost the ball.
He's got possession now, maybe a chance. Chance here, another one. Riveting, ruthless, relentless.
Devastating. I mean, that's the only word you can use to describe that. That kind of breaking power is absolutely devastating. That was fantastic to watch.
I think you have to put that one down as an inspired substitution.
Well, that certainly made an impact, and the manager will be very, very pleased with that change.
They have this game in their hands now. Pedera. One last chance, perhaps. Jonathan Vieira. Break is on. Trumps it upfield. Looking to receive the ball. Break could be on. Ida Ramendi. Here's Benzema. Going forward with purpose. Benzema shoots. Real chance. Oh, yet another goal. This game has already ceased to be a contest. Find some words to do justice to that goal.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they paid the price and deserved to.
Easy pickings, really. Play surges forward. Now seeking to get that ball in. And that'll be a throw. Now through to Benzema. Oh, well defended. Rafael Varane. The referee blows his whistle. Their opponents must be feeling like they were hit by a tornado. They were ripped apart time and again by the movement and passing up front.
You know, it's a privilege to be part of a fabulous football match like that. That was a real rollercoaster ride for the fans.
Thank you, Jim, for joining me this afternoon. That is all we have time for.